My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is the only video I'm going to make for tonight. I hope you all watched and enjoyed our exiting President Obama's speech tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm sorry to see that he is leaving office. I'm horrified with the future that befalls us. So if you guys haven't been paying attention, they have really been going after this one white guy who's against Muslims and LBGT and all that other stuff. And like I said, being a straight man, that's really not too big of a worry. But there's still people, so that worries me. And then you got to worry about colored people. Um, it haven't been up to speed. I'm talking with a girl from the Philippines. I'm trying to get to her, trying to see if I can marry her and bring her home. And if they don't allow this, man, I'm gonna be in some trouble. And that's not cool. You know what I mean? You should be able to love who you want and marry who you want as a citizen of the earth. You shouldn't have to worry about political fallback about who you love and where you're going to go. And if you can't bring your wife to your country, how the hell are you going to make that work? I'm deadly serious about this girl. So, I don't know if she's deadly serious about me. And the only way to find out is to get to the Philippines and either get my heart broken or get a wife. I guess it all depends on whatever God has planned. Anyhow, you know, Obama gave us a great speech, and I'm dreadfully afraid of what Donald Trump is going to do in the next 7 or 8 days or whenever the hell he's taking in. You know, um, it's really going to be a problem. I mean, he's on Twitter bitching and toughing, and let me give it out to Meryl Streep real fast. All right, one, it's not because I'm trying to get my acting career off the ground by giving it up to Meryl Streep. My acting career is irrelevant at this moment. Literally, it's irrelevant due to the fact that I haven't been discovered, and God only knows if I'm ever going to be discovered. I can't worry about that right now because I got a whole lot of other things on my plate that I need to start shoveling down my throat or shoveling to the floor so that the dogs can eat it. But I honestly think that we are going into the next 4 years with blinders on. We are also going in with a cabinet that has basically been handpicked by a racist to lead the free world. And I said, if he's leading us back into slavery, there's going to be a problem. I'm not being a slave to anybody outside of society itself because we're all slaves, whether we acknowledge it or not. We're slave to our bosses. We get paid, unlike the other slaves way back in slavery time. But it's the economy that we live in, and we have to be prepared for the worst. We have already experienced this dude. He's like a mega celebrity in Russia. If you haven't been watching the news, like Nightline, the night before last or last night or whenever, I think it was Sunday. I don't know because today's Tuesday. But if you haven't been watching these things, they're like so thrilled over there in Russia that they're fixing to name a city street after him to honor him. Something is not right here. Okay? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, is he going to sell us out, for his own personal gain? Is he going to sell us out if Russia is naming a damn street after him? Damn, Michael Jackson is loved around the world. Russia didn't name a damn street after him. Alright? The Kremlin doesn't have a 2800 Jackson Street in Russia. And Michael Jackson's way more famous than Donald fucking Trump. Prince was more famous than Donald Trump. And in fact, Donald Trump was basically one of those borderline celebrities. He was low key, and then he was high key, and then he was low key, and then he went bankrupt 4 times, which put him back in the news. How does a billionaire go bankrupt and don't pay taxes and all this other stuff? And I'm like, you know what, man? Let that have been my ass, and I'd have been in jail. Well, my experience in the military will tell you one thing: that if Donald Trump does decide to do something and have Russia have him in their back pocket, treason is against the law, and that goes especially for the leader of the free world. And treason is a crime that's usually ended by death by a firing squad, I think. So he better not do anything stupid. Because the government has ways of dealing with our own when we fucking betray our own. So, in closing, let's all bow our heads in prayer tonight and pray like hell that he doesn't get us blowed the fuck up. I'm Jay Williams. Just Kung Fu Having number 2, BC and you. First, before I go, fellow health salute to Barack Obama for giving us 8 great years of presidency. And I'm only going to say this because, in truth, the only reason why Obama's plans didn't work is because the people that we put in office didn't want a man of color running the ship. They didn't want him in charge. They didn't want him to be the man that he was. And a lot of his plans got red flagged from the jump. They specifically stated it out loud that they would do everything they could to make damn sure that he wasn't able to do his job. And they did that for 8 fucking years. But apparently something worked because we voted him in twice. And it wasn't just because of the black vote. The man did his best. He did everything he could to help the country. And unfortunately, the idiots in certain cabinets decided, no, we're not going to allow this because we like things the way it are, because we're going to live, and all you poor people who work your ass off are going to die, and we'll still have everything, and you'll have nothing. So basically, they made sure that his plan failed from Jump Street. They specifically had secret articles out that specifically said that they were going to do everything they could to make sure that Obama was a one-term president. Well, we gave them the finger on that one because he was a 2-term president. He was damn good. So before you guys blame Obama for anything, remember that it was fucked up before he got there. And when he got there, he tried to correct other people's mistakes, which, again, these cabinet members refuse to let him have. It's like they're fucking immortal and just won't die. Anyway, I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Epic number 2. Thank you, President Obama, for serving us well. As a soldier and as a citizen, I thank you. Because I know for a fact that you were one of the presidents that actually went and had some people look into these veterans hospitals to see what the hell was taking them so long to get to us. Well, there's a lot of vets. There's a lot of vets before me that have not been seen. And I'm going to give you this story and then I'm going to end this. I went to McGuire one time, and I think this guy was either a Korean vet or a World War II vet. And he was being right rude and belligerent. But in his defense, he had the right. Because him and his crew sacrificed their lives at whatever army war, whatever he was fighting for, to be belligerent. Now, a lot of young people didn't understand. The people that was in charge, and I would tell them, I was like, the guy's an old vet. He's frustrated. He's pissed off. He's been on the world. He fought one war away, and he's fighting a war right now to get his restitutions. And I hope that he does get them wherever he is. But the thing is, the vets were not being treated right. We're still not getting everything we deserve. And secondly, Obama did, if anything, he did look into that, and a guy got fired. It wasn't the guy who should have been fired, but a guy got fired. The guy who got fired probably should have went around looking at all these places, and there's a lot of military hospitals in America, so he'd had his hands full. But he should have went to everybody under him and double checked behind them to find out what in the hell was wrong. But basically, everybody got complacent, and the little Asian man who was in charge had to get the boot because the people under him weren't doing their damn jobs. In turn, he has to sit in Washington, D.C. and fill out all these paperwork where the people under him who should be doing the job that they're paid to do get nothing but a slap in the wrist. But this guy gets fired. He gets the whole bam shebang about why vets aren't getting the shit. Well, here's the thing. If they gave more vets jobs to make sure that we police ourselves so that people could actually help vets by letting vets help vets, then things would be different. And the last thing in closing, the military discount should be worldwide, even if it's only like 5% in some places, and it shouldn't be on special days. It should be every day. Because every day, a vet sacrifices the best of themselves when they lose their lives so that we can get sleep at night. As a vet, I speak from my heart on that. As a citizen, I speak from my brain. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Having number 2. There's no shame. be seeing you from the actor who has not been discovered, might not be discovered, never know what's going to happen next. I'll see you around. And thank you to my 21 followers.